back to the ground with Carter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into the hands of London. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
The Folks kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in,
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Oh, good move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Tua sets up to pass it. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustments. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. Jesse Bates made the tackle from the safety spot.
Well, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 34. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A give left side to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts,
35 yards.
and the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two.
The Falcons.
They'll try to run it here.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
This one taken in by Otten.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 9 here.
Now back to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive might take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, a run with Gainwell.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First and 10.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2.
It's complete, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Falcons 25.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Spinning away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards in a first.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Real quick, whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick, real quick. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's London.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 15.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mayfield on play action.
Going across the formation, there's Allen with it.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield now from the 50.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Throwing, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Buccaneers field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Looking to put a drive together. Tua going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
On the snap, the poor one, and this is blocked.
But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to take over.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now Tua.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
The Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking to pass. Tua. Complete to Zacchaeus. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Tua sets up to pass it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Tua.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be dropped.